Salvete omnes, et sit laetus anus novus. This is I'm Amelia, also known as TheMartianGeek, and welcome to the year 2012. It'll be a lovely year indeed, at least the first 354 days of it, and after that it's doom on us all! Ha ha. But anyway, I decided to start off the new year with a little announcement. But since I figured just sitting here and listening to me talk for 15 minutes, or however long it takes, probably not that long, would be rather boring, I decided to do something different. And while I'm doing my announcing, I'm going to play a bit of Cubis. I totally didn't get the idea for this from Rowan Mithrill's announcement video, or update video. Nope, no way. Now, I could explain the mechanics of this game, but this isn't an LP, so I don't need to. Suffice it to say that I have a history with this game. Once upon a time I found MSN games. I must have been about 11 or 12 at the time. And there were two of them, Cubis and Dynamite, which involves shooting dinosaur eggs, that I liked enough that I actually wanted to buy them. I like them because they have editors. So you can see there's a game editor right there. And, well, by the time that computer that I'd installed them on finally bit the dust, I'd made about over 700 Dynamite levels and over 500 Cubis levels. Yeah, I had way too much time on my hands as a kid. But in any case, we're on arcade mode, so we don't have to worry too much about the star cubes, and normally I'd be playing on expert, but I'll just do rookie for this time since I'm just kind of trying to relax here. If you play on puzzle mode, one of these three game packs is actually unwinnable unless I'm missing something. In level 43 of this first one, there's a certain star cube that's behind some stone blocks, and the only way you could get it is with the bomb, but you never get any bombs, so like I said, unless I'm missing something, that level's impossible to beat. So anyway, now first of all I'd like to say that I'm not really going to continue my Super Mario RPG LP. It's not cancelled entirely, just put on the back burner, so to speak. I mean, I had wondered from the very beginning whether doing an RPG, LPing an RPG was a very good idea because it could get boring. And I don't know. I don't really get a whole lot of views with my videos anyway, but this seems to be hit or miss, kind of, whether I get very many views or not, and in this case it was definitely miss. I mean, 11 videos and I got a grand total of 2 comments, and one of those 2 was just my response to the other one. Kinda sad. But whatever. So I think what I'll probably do is start another LP, and if I feel like it, I'll play a dungeon or two in Super Mario RPG and record it every now and then. Like I said, it's not cancelled, but I'm not really going to treat it as like my main LPing project anymore. So, I guess that leaves the question of what should I play next? Well, I guess I should also mention that I'm still going to be recording other stuff, like, I guess the main thing would be ROM hacking related videos. I should mention that if you're one of the people who was interested in my Super Mario Bros. 3 Layer 3 water code, it's not that I would mind you using it, it's just that I'm not really sure how to put it into a good format that can be usable by the layman, so to speak. I mean, it took me quite a while to set it up, and I knew what I was doing, more or less. So, you know, as soon as I figure out a good way to make it more customizable and get everything together in one package, then sure, you can use it if you want to. As long as you use it for good and not evil. But anyway, I don't have any more hacking projects or videos in mind right now, but they'll come. I'll make some new ASM code, or maybe show off some music. I actually haven't done a YouTube video with music yet, and that's certainly a possibility. I know Slashman and others have used YouTube for music show off. So, what should I play next? Well, to be honest, I'm not really sure. I hadn't planned past Super Mario RPG. The thing is, well, I could do a Mega Man game, but I just did one, and since I didn't actually finish my Super Mario RPG LP, and the one I just did before that was Mega Man 8, I feel like I'd be doing two of the same thing in a row, kind of. I don't really want to do that. There's always a Mario game, but the problem with that is, of the 5 NES and Super Nintendo Mario games, I've already played 2 of them. I don't want to use them all up too quickly, so to speak. Now, there's always the ones like New Super Mario Brothers and all, but I don't have the necessary resources to record something off a Wii, for example, for New Super Mario Brothers Wii. And as far as DS emulators, Desmoom, I do not think it would run very well when combined with Camtasia, because it doesn't run very well standing alone on this computer. How do you pronounce that anyway? Desmoom? Desmume? Whatever. But now, of course, there's always ROM hacks. But me and ROM hacks, well, I've always said that I'll only LP something if I can play all the way through it without save states in a reasonable amount of time. And honestly, there are very, very few ROM hacks that I can say that about. I don't know what it is, but the average ROM hacker's probably played plenty of video games in their lifetime, right? So you'd expect they'd be savvy enough to know what people wouldn't like to play, right? You'd expect they'd think, this certain mechanic was something I really hated in the original game, so I need to make sure not to put it in my hack. But in my experience, they don't really do that much. I haven't had that much exposure to ROM hacks. It's mostly been Super Mario World, but and I guess a little bit of Yoshi's Island and stuff. But most Super Mario World hacks just seem to be too difficult for me to want to play through without save states. Yes, it's possible to beat them without them, but it's also possible to get struck by lightning 7 times and not die. It's also possible to get pregnant parthenogenetically. Just because it's possible doesn't mean it's likely to happen. And if anything, Yoshi's Island hacks are even worse. No offense to the people making them, because, I'm a ROM hacker too. Like I said, all that fun I had with the level editors back when I was 13 or so, that's kind of the equivalent of what I'm doing now. But it seems like the average Yoshi's Island hacker not only seems to think that the original Yoshi's Island was way too easy, but also that the game is not fun unless you search the most annoyingly freaking obscure locations for point items so you can get 100 points. And that's not a good thing. So, I guess that doesn't really leave much. But I'll find something. Could always play one of those Disney Super Nintendo platformers like Mickey's Magical Quest or something. Those are better games than you'd expect them to be. Goof Troop and all those. I don't know. And of course there are always the homebrew games and independent developer stuff. Like the ones from Entanmer Project and all that. There's a certain game that I thought of being a semi-surprise and doing that fairly soon. I didn't want to give it that away, so... I don't really know what else to say here. I'm in level 9, so I might as well at least finish the level. In any case, that pretty much sums it up. Like I said, my Super Mario RPG LP at this point is more of a side project than a main project. If you guys liked it, then that's good. But like I said, I was kind of afraid that doing an RPG would be rather boring, and I may have been right. But whatever. So I guess that, like I said, that's really all I have to say, so until next time, I'll see you whenever.